Hello, all. I would like to take time to announce something for my book for all my loyal subscribers looking inwards for a better life. I'm going to make a second edition. I'm rewriting it right now. I'm going to make it coincide with my companion book, Don't Become Prey, which is not a sequel, but a companion. Because I've been reading through this, and I don't think it's up to par. I really don't. I really don't believe it's my best work. And I've gotten a good amount of feedback from the very few people that have read it, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you. It's got typos, it's got some weird ideas that I kind of just rant about. I'm trying to say something, but I'm not. I don't know. It's my first book, and it surely reads like it, and I'm sorry. I made this book about me as therapy, which I shouldn't have done. That's a mistake on my part, and I'm sorry for that. I want to try to make a better book, because I've grown since I wrote that book. About 3 years ago, I wrote that book. So, yeah. I've learned a lot from the book of how to do it. Like, it's very easy to get scammed with my hopeful author dreams, be taken advantage of, which I've gotten much more concise on. Also, I should have been building an email list, which I'm going to start doing soon. I have some more projects I would like to reveal to my subscribers, which I'll make links and all that too. And also, my biggest lesson is you can't stop. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and believe me. The reason I didn't make my email list at first was because I gave a lot of free copies out to people where I'd sign them and all that. And they'd hopefully review or give me some feedback. But that really never happened. The copy I showed you at that moment has been commented on and looked over very thoroughly from a friend of mine, which I'm very grateful for. And I'm glad it's covered in red ink. I'm glad it's got some bruises now. Because I put it out in the world. And what happens to it, I can't control. I can't control people's perspective or view on it. I can't get a review. It's very hard to get reviews in general, which I tell people not to not trust their family and friends, but statistically speaking, they're not going to help you as much or be there for your dreams, because it's your dream. It's your goals. You need to find a community, a tribe, which I'm doing with my email list. And yeah, I've learned a lot these last couple years, writing books, writing short stories, and trying to figure out my voice, because that was just kind of thrown out in the wild, and it's been picked apart pretty well. Which again, I'm now just back to the bones. And my own delusions and, ideas, expectations, which I'm learning more and more as part of the second book. You shouldn't have expectations. You should have standards. Okay? Standards are very important. Very, very important. Because if you look at the world today, I believe it's a symptom of having no standards, no say, and just having expectations. Which, I'm going to try to get that out of me. I really don't have expectations. My motto is, we'll see. I don't trust people at their word. I don't. You gotta prove it to me. And just don't make it a habit is the main thing I'd like to talk about. When people do that, it's like, you're not trustworthy. You're not reliable. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to trust you with anything. And I believe that's fair. Not everybody deserves infinite chances, which is another thing I put in my book. Not everybody deserves infinite chances. There's not infinite time, there's not infinite life, there's not infinite resources. And A lot of people, a good number of people I know think they can get infinite chances from me. I'm like, I'm not. No, I've had people blow me off several times and come back, and I'm like, I'm good, as I think should be the norm. I don't think it's anything special. I think the average response is, if you're not going to keep your word, why should I keep mine? Which is a part of our low trust, high fear society we live in now. The result of that, or a factor in that. And that's what I was trying to do, was eliminate the fear as best I can. Because you'll never really get rid of the nerves or the said fear, which is false evidence appearing real, which things like AI, media, corporations, they all make it where they try to paint this picture, which you have to love or not. And it's just, we need balance. We need balance. Again, my first book is not good. I'll openly admit that. And I'm going to rewrite it and redo the audiobook too. That's another thing I want to mention too. I'm going to redo the audiobook. I did it myself, and I believe it's kind of boring. I'm not very lively. I don't think my voice can be lively or try to be. That's why I'm doing short stories too. I'm going to narrate the characters just to help with my range. Because everything's a learning process. Everything is. I still want to help people despite all the problems with my degrees and life in general have thrown at me. It's like, that's my goal, still to help people. And I'm not doing that giving them a subpar product like this. So yeah, this is me admitting I was wrong. I was foolish, short-sighted, whatever have you, and just... I'm actually glad hardly anybody knew bought it or listened to it. That's fine. It's how it is. It's how it's done. And I have to make it worth people's time, because I'm not the only one trying to sell them to them. You turn around anywhere in America, they're trying to sell you some, let's be honest here. And I'm trying to give real value. And it's really hard to find that, because I remember when I had my book for $5, mind you, my investment in time and money was vastly more than that. They said it was too much. Which I'm like, if you don't want to read it, that's fine. That's okay. I don't care of all this sycophancy and stuff, and everybody's right, and everything's good. Because you see what happens, right? See what's happening in this world. This whole lollipops, gun drops, and unicorn farts is not where it's at. Reality is making a comeback. You can't ignore reality. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't eat. You can't bribe it. You can't fight it. And that's how it is. It's coming back. That's why my degrees usually try to do a holistic method of the body and nutrition to help it out, where they don't have to end up suffering from a disease. Because a lot of people are uneducated about it, and there's lots of propaganda to get people, because I've learned more and more, we live in an ultra-processed world. And that's not just food. Not just food. It's the things we consume with media, products, and lifestyle. We're always trying to chase that next big thing, the popular thing, which... keeping up with the Joneses is always a losing strategy for the person buying instead of the person selling. And this whole infinite growth thing, there's nothing infinite in this world except people's delusion. That's what I've learned. And that's why I called it Howl from the Heart. Because I think people's voices are being drowned out, being muted, what have you, from their true ideas, their true intentions. Society told them what to think and believe, and told us what to do, and they didn't hold their part of the bargain. And everybody's getting tired of it. Okay, we the people have the power. We always have. And I guess people forgot that, or they don't care to, and I'm not going to help those who don't want to fight for their rights or their ideas. It's not how it's done. And when I write my next book, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that, because I have about 6 books planned. Like, majorly, I've been working on them in the background, getting them ready, laying my landmine, getting that ready to blow up, quote unquote. And yeah, I bet they'll be dragged through the mud and go for the ringer, and that's what I want. You have to have competition. That's how the market corrects itself when you have competition, not monopolies. And a lot of people think they have monopolies on the thought market. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. I can't believe that. It's not good. It's not right. It's a defeatist attitude. It's what cowards do. And I'm trying to make these books for people who don't want to be cowards, or at least get an idea of what they want, then pursue it. Because I've always been about my goals and pursuit. And I thought that was the right thing to do, but now I don't know anymore. The world has definitely changed. It keeps changing in many different directions. I can't tell the future. I don't want to. I want to see where it's all going. I'd like a front row seat to it. So, yeah. I'm going to rewrite my book, make a second edition, make it better. Because, again, it's a blessing in disguise that nobody read it or nobody wanted to read it. So, hopefully, people who want to read it will have a much better time. That's all I want. Now, will that happen? I don't know. I'm just going to pour my heart, soul, blood, tears, and other bodily fluids into it and see what happens. Because that's all we can do anymore is just bet on ourselves. No one else will. And I've made my decision, and I'm betting everything on it. Thank you. Have a nice day.